Hello everyone. It's my pleasure to invite you all to share my knowledge on exception handling. Today I am going to cover the topic called exception handling in Java programming. So as you all are aware, while developing the code for our application or our automation script, we may need to bypass like a different kind of exceptions during our coding time. Okay, so here we have keyword called throw in Java to handle some specific exceptions at runtime. Okay, so before using this throw keyword in our program, we need to understand certain things on Java. Okay, so this is our normal main class. I created one project called exception handling. So here under SSC package, I created one throw package. In throw package, I created one class called throw exception. So here I have handled one simple arithmetic exception. Okay. So before this exception, right, we will be having some certain set of codes. If that code is not working perfectly, instead of throwing null pointer exception at all the time, right, in order to show some specific message to the user, to the end user, this exception handling came into picture. By this message, right, so they no need to go in debug mode their code. They can directly read the content of this exception messages, and they can understand the error of the code. So one thing, like in normal main class, like if we use any inbuilt method directly, like without exception, right, at runtime in Java virtual machine, we have like certain set of codes to handle the exception automatically. So the exception handled automatically by Java. Okay, so once by the end of this video, right, you will get a clear idea on how to use keyword called throw in our Java program. It can be used both in application front-end development, back-end development, as well as in our automation scripts. So certain things we need to understand, right? Since this throw keyword is used in Java to raise an exception explicitly, like in a runtime, the inbuilt methods are there. It will throw implicit exception. So if you want to throw any specific exception, like this arithmetic exception, the number the user, whatever the number the user passed is, right, like it is 0. You cannot divide the number with a 0. So in this case, you can explicitly pass some content to the user with the exception handling. Okay, here normal syntax. So if you take normal syntax in the sense, so if you want to throw any specific exception for any subclasses, usually this throwable is main class. Under this main class, we have many subclasses like arithmetic exception, array bound exception, index bound exception, like many kind of subclasses are there. So in throw keyword, like you can you can create the instance of any subclasses which is under throwable main class. So you cannot use this throw keyword in other exceptions. Okay, if you create any specific object newly and you try to utilize this throw keyword, it will not work out. You need to use only the classes which is under throwable main class. So once you create the object or instance of particular class, then what you need to do, then you have to use the word called the throw followed by object. So it will throw the error. Okay, So this is the program I have created. So I already created this package, and simple, like here I have created the object, then I am throwing this message with the help of a throw keyword. Okay, so I'll execute this program and I'll show you how it will work. Okay, perfect. Now it is throwing the error message, arithmetic exception, the divisible number is 0. Okay, using this throw keyword we can throw the explicit exception messages to end users. Okay, so whenever we use this throw keyword, we need to follow some certain set of rules. Okay, this like I typed this compile time error, right? So if I use this statement in line number 9, like automatically it will throw the error like unreachable code, because you cannot write any line of code after this keyword called throw. Okay, and next rule is, if you want to use this throw keyword, the object creation is must. You need to create the object. Okay, sometime the next thing, same value I'm copying. Here I'm defining some new instant name. I'm passing null value and throwing exception again. So in this case, if value is null means, so obviously it will throw null pointer error. If the instance value is null, it will throw null pointer error. Okay. So this is another example. So in single code, right, you cannot use multiple throw keyword in single function. You cannot use multiple exception. You cannot handle multiple exception at the same time using throw keyword. For that purpose, we have other keyword called throws. In next video, I'll share the knowledge about throws. So we'll comment this one. See, now the error code resolved. If I execute right, it will throw null pointer exception. See, perfect. Since the value is null, so it is throwing null pointer exception. If you want to pass any explicit message, definitely you need to create an object. You need to pass the class to that particular object. Okay. And the next one is, it support only like unchecked exception, like a runtime exception. Using this throw keyword, it is like it will not, if any error is there means, it will not stop you to execute the program. The compilation will start. Okay, the compilation, even though the compilation will start only at the runtime, right, it will observe the error and it will throw. So the purpose of this, if any endpoint in, if you take any API automation, like if any failure in endpoint URL means, like if it is throwing like 404 error or 500 error, something like that, okay, you need to capture that particular exception, right? For that kind of purpose only at runtime you can identify the error. For checked exception, we have the keyword called throws. This is something like file not found exception. So if I remove this particular semicolon or right, it is a compile time exception. Like you cannot execute the program until you keep this semicolon. Yeah, thanks for watching our video. Like if you like the content of the video, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.